I want to discuss why I chose to do a change.org petition asking that Congress impeach Biden. The first reason is that any other president who handled Afghanistan the way that Biden has handled Afghanistan would have been impeached by now. And secondly, and the most important reason, Biden has failed to uphold his oath of office. Whether that's out of sheer negligence or malice, I don't know. Either way, Biden has failed to uphold and defend the Constitution, protect and defend Americans in the United States and abroad, and to help the Afghani allies of Americans whom have worked to make sure that the kind of, for lack of a better term, the kind of horror that happened on 9/11 can never happen again. And Congress, I think, needs to hold Biden to account for putting so many Americans and so many Afghanis whom have helped Americans at risk. And of course, this not only involves even just Americans and our Afghani allies. If you've been following the news, if you've been looking at the updates on the situation, now it extends into the Middle East. And of course, Afghanistan borders the Middle East at Iran, where there are also vulnerable people whom are being targeted by such evil men as, unfortunately, now the government in Afghanistan and the government of Iran, which we can pretty much assume is complicit with, unfortunately, the government in Afghanistan. And that's something too. We should never have allowed the Taliban to retake Afghanistan, especially after 3,000 or almost 3,000 people were murdered on American soil on 9/11. Did we learn nothing from what happened 20 years ago? Unfortunately, it seems like at least Biden seems to be saying that we didn't. And so that's part of why I created a change.org petition, because I want Congress to send a clear, strong message to Biden. I want them to be very clear and say, Mr. President, you made an oath to uphold and defend the Constitution. You made an oath to protect and defend Americans. And that, of course, includes protecting and defending the Afghani and other allies of Americans whom have worked to fight against those whom are trying to attack the United States. And Mr. President, you may have not learned something from 20 years ago, but we did. And therefore, we, the Congress of the United States, are impeaching you because we want to send a clear, strong message that what happened on 9/11 will not be allowed to happen again. And that we expect a president to help assure that what happened on 9/11 can never happen again.